Morning came as a black fog rolled away from a gray sky. The children huddled in the deepest corner of the basin. A wind rose, lightly at first, but then it seemed to tire of merely playing with the dust. It doubled its muscles and struck out at the rock walls. It struck again and again, causing whole mountains to tremble. Boulders, cliff knolls, ridges, and peaks. Everything seemed to tremble at once, from plateau to summit.
It makes no difference to me. It makes no difference to me.
When the rats rose up and they broke the silence and assembled on the shores of the closest island with their folk beside them and the rope defiance went 2 by 2 and the woke beside it. 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. Leopard Prince Speedo on the FDR, saying follow that car. Follow that car. Same maze, different shit, namesake, blanket pack, 49 minor slip, pick and pan, thanks a lot. Hooking real, pushing wheel, building more storyland. Honest deal, daily dose, aching bone, quarry hands. I praise the day that porn began. Loser wins a Cupido, not the father Maury dance. Saddle spin, apple sins, kings and cry. Ousted by the clergy, we're not worthy of the crimson tide. Let it be, just beware, prison pride. Proud Mary, keep on burning down the house, there's kids inside. Give it time, speaking soft, send him in. Tell him what he's here for and appear short to his next of kin. Set your sail, better now, elbow back. Trading in the British pound, sitting down with medals dad. Kettles black, might explode, silent paper, resuscitate me if the doctors or the convocator. Labor party line, prime with wine and wafer. You'll get buried in the desert like I'm Gator. Hater. When the rats rose up and they broke their silence and assembled on the shores of the closest island with their folk beside them and the rope defiance went 2 by 2 and the woke beside it. 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. 2 by 2 by 2 by 2.
Strange day. Pink bunny slippers on the FDR, saying follow that car. Mothman morphed devoid of a new cocoon. More aches in his joints, the joints in his human suit. No cigar, scoop dirt smithy of a hook and mouth. Footwork, itchy for a hook and snout. Do or die intruder bound. Zoomed on the stupefying truancy of Santa's little helpers watching Millie pull her Brooklyn out. Port Hex, Port Dark RX. Poor killer headlights when approaching a Harvey nest. Ever oscillating arc noise. Operating Charterstone hearts at a gargoyle. They don't want the guard dogs. Rough. This is not behavior distorted by the presence of other personage. More naturally occurring perfect mess. Curvy-earing letters from the burning bridge. Paranormal death match. Check back early-ish. Crack bread. Marry a cursed hand to its weapon like a Slurpee to church pants. Circle the worm can.
Oh, folks. Welcome back to another brilliant episode, the third brilliant episode of the Roggasch Podcast. Of course, I am Jason Roggasch, and this is my podcast, so that makes some sense there. That's the name, Jason. Today we have a great show, folks. Of course, I'm a big archaeology fan. I enjoy archaeology a great deal. I'm often favoring archaeology videos on YouTube. I like to visit archaeology sites and archaeology forums and discuss everything from the Bronze Age to the Neolithic period, Anglo-Saxon history, the Roman, really anything. I enjoy archaeology on every level. But my real archaeological passion has been Atlantis, and I have been searching for the continent of Atlantis. I live in Alaska. I've been searching for it off the southeastern coast of Alaska for about the last 20 years. And I have not had much success. As a matter of fact, I've had no success. I use my metal detector, of course, in the water, which doesn't work. I can only go certain depths if I go any deeper, and it doesn't really work even when I go to... It's very difficult to use. I don't have access to a boat because of some legal issues I have with the Coast Guard. I don't want to go into. But anyway, I have continued to try to map out this area that I believe that there perhaps Atlantis could be. Many people say, Jason, Atlantis is not a real place. In fact, it's just a metaphor. Plato was just writing a metaphor. It was about how to control society, from the inner parts to the outer parts. The inner parts being the, like a circle. Think of it as a circle and a flat circle, and the inner parts being the richest people, and then outwards being, your serfs and your warrior classes, etc. I don't look at it that way. I think that might be a little bit pedantic and a little bit, okay, there, fella. Yeah. So the kind of people that tell you that the Da Vinci Code isn't real. The kind of people that tell you that Jesus' bloodline, it wasn't married. Jesus was married, and he was married. So anyway, he existed. Anyway, folks. But this archaeological discovery that my first guest today on the Roggasch Podcast, he's going to talk about his discovery of Atlantis, and or what he thinks might be Atlantis, and it's ironically I'll let him explain it. This is Sir John Johngood. Sir John Johngood, thank you for joining us very much from England.
Oh, crikey, thank you for having me. I'm a big fan.
Really? I'm a big fan of yours. I like all your stuff on YouTube. I think you're just awesome. You sound Australian. I thought you were British.
I'm a little bit of both, mate. I've been, whatever, the accent changes. I went to school in Brixton, so I might sound a little British sometimes, but then at last I get back into me Australian mode.
Right on. So, all right, well, tell me about this. You've discovered Atlantis. I mean, that's a big deal. I don't know. It's not breaking news here. It's all over the internet. But talk about your discovery. It's amazing.
Well, it's very amazing, and it hasn't been really recognised by mainstream archaeology. I found the Atlantis off the shores of Australia.
Yes, that's the controversial part. It's off the shores of Australia, and you claim it's just still there.
Yes, it's still there, and there's people there, and they're living, and they live there, and it's not under the water. It's right on top of the water. It's like an island. I visit it regularly. It has an international airport.
Wait a minute. You're telling me that Atlantis is just sitting off the coast of Australia, and it has an international airport, and you've been there many times, and nobody's discovered it but you?
Yeah, well, I think it's because I don't know why. I think maybe because people are looking at it because Australia's there, and they're thinking Australia, that might be part of Australia, and they just have overlooked it for all these years.
They've overlooked Atlantis. The lost continent of Atlantis is next to Australia, and no one's Really? That seems... Wow. What about New Zealand? They didn't notice it?
What?
New Zealand. The country of New Zealand that's right off the coast of Australia.
What?
You don't know what New Zealand is? You've never seen New Zealand?
Oh, there's a country called New Zealand off the coast of Australia? Well, I'll be a dip and doodle, mate.
Oh, for fuck's sake. You didn't know that New Zealand exists, man?
Oh, I must have missed that.
You grew up in Australia?
I grew up in Australia and England. I was back and forth.
Were you raised by... Okay, you know what? I think maybe the lost continent of Atlantis might be the country of New Zealand.
I'll be diggly dude. I can't believe that could be true, but you might be right, mate. Oh, that's why I want to go there. Everyone calls it New Zealand.
Okay, all right. I don't, Sir John Johngood, I think we're going to end this interview because clearly you didn't find the lost continent of Atlantis, and I don't really know what you have to talk about then if you don't have that.
I don't either, mate. Oh, this has been a total disappointment. I gotta go rewrite my book.
Yeah, you probably should. Thank you for joining us, Sir John Johngood, from wherever you're from. And I guess it's breaking news in the fact that he didn't find the lost continent of Atlantis, he found New Zealand. We'll be right back on the Roggasch Podcast.
Finger off, old dog, old trick, new twist. Like actually take the finger off, wrap it in a blanket as he would a severed horse head. Mail it to a friend you want to pick his swear more with. And should they need a forearm or something they can practice drawing skulls on, cut it from the shoulder while the sore's warm. The full appendage really make a world of difference. Included 2 or 30 teeth that chew at all your critics. 32 would have been perfect, 2 were casualties of its hits. I always wanted radder things for Christmas. The rest were cool. I'm shipping out a torso with the AM. You should learn to hit the organs every time at 40 paces. It's important. I can't explain why now. By the way, legs in a crate delivery by today. If a uniformed man knock sign his document, you shouldn't have to walk out to the mailbox for the other shit.
My mom was a lunch lady when I was in elementary school. She was outside during recess. She had a whistle and I thought that was cool. She was really nice to all the kids who didn't have a lot of friends. She would give them hugs and tell them jokes, or she'd play catch with them. And my dad worked at the laundromat, which was really cool to me. I'd get to open up the washing machines and clean them out and collect the money, and I'd open the soap dispenser and put new little boxes of soap inside. I knew how it worked and I was good at it, and helping out filled me with a sense of pride. I would meet all kinds of people there and I would look them in the eye and I'd say, "Hi, excuse me, but do you mind if I shine the glass while your clothes dry?" Yeah, my whole life is a delicate cycle, delicate cycle. My whole life is a delicate cycle. My whole life is a delicate cycle, delicate cycle. My whole life is a delicate cycle.
Inside a jar with a lid, a giant arm with a head. They said it used to walk upright in like New York after 10. One day it woke up out of order, nothing more to extend. Delicate cycle in the alpha of its orbiting zen. When interpersonal skill is already poured its best, a conversation can be riddled with exorbitant debt. And you don't know it, but I know I owe you more than I've kept. So if you find a biohazard by your door on the step, maybe it couldn't find its faculties, but swore it would help. Want it to be a larger part than its abnormalcies let hang on up overnighting eyes with a headlight deer stare. One up Vin Van, UPS and ear pair. Wear 'em if you need a new perspective on a weird year. And one day when I'm better, we can square away a fair share. The last frame silhouetted by the sun was an airmail stamp on a still warm tongue.
I was 26 years old the first time I lived in a house with a washer and dryer in it, and that's the year I bottomed out. Maybe what was missing was the sense of community that comes from hauling your big old load out in public and airing your dirty laundry in the company of other people who also don't have the amenities at their convenience in a home that's so set up that they never have to leave. I miss the smell, the dust, the coins, the trust, the squeaky carts, the vibrations, the bucket full of bleach, the dryer sheets, the old payphone, the giant sink. I'd watch my daddy mop the floor and my heart started with a quarter. I'd watch my daddy mop the floor and my heart started with a quarter. My whole life is a delicate cycle, delicate cycle. My whole life is a delicate cycle. My whole life is a delicate cycle, delicate cycle. My whole life is a delicate cycle, a delicate cycle. My whole life is a delicate cycle, a delicate cycle, delicate cycle. My whole life is a delicate cycle, delicate cycle. My whole life is a delicate cycle, delicate cycle, delicate cycle. My whole life is a delicate cycle, delicate cycle.
Folks, welcome back to the Roggasch Podcast. A little musical interlude there. My next guest on the podcast today is somebody, he's a hardcore right-wing talk radio guy, Rush Limbaugh, kind of in that genre. You've all heard of him. His name is Jason Patriot. Hey, Jason's my name. What a coincidence. Jason Patriot, of course, he's been talking, he's written quite an extensive blog about how bad he hates Hillary Clinton. He has compared her to Mephistopheles, which I thought a little too much. The devil? Really? Wow. That's a bit much for Hillary Clinton, but he also has compared her to a lot of other things, a snake, a dragon, a water monster. I don't even know what that is. He compared her to Cthulhu, which I thought was, that's okay. A little Lovecraft there. He also said that she is the worst thing that's ever happened to the planet, and that if she becomes president, the country will literally just implode, and explode into nothing, into oblivion, like some kind of quark, like some kind of thing in the middle, like in the universe, like the planet just disappears. That's what's going to happen to the country. And frankly, I want to have him on to talk about that because I don't agree with him. So here he is, Jason Patriot. Jason Patriot, welcome.
Well, thank you, Jason. Roggasch, it is I would say it was a pleasure, but you're kind of a liberal piece of shit, so I don't really think it's a pleasure to be here.
Wow, that's okay right off the bat. You're a bit mean, but okay, you're a guest, and I'm not going to be rude. This won't be like a Game of Thrones wedding.
I don't watch games. I don't know. I know what that is. That's that faggot liberal show, and I don't know what that reference is, and I'm not even going to Google it because I think you're a faggot liberal.
Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure how this was going to go, but now I get it. So tell me, Jason Patriot, why this Hillary Clinton thing you wrote? It's pretty. Hillary Clinton is not as bad as you make her out to be. You make her out to be some kind of like soulless monster who is destroying the country and is. I mean, she's pretty. You probably agree with her on like 80% of the shit.
I do. I don't like abortion. I don't want babies being ripped out of there. I don't want little babies murdered in the streets.
Oh, okay, that's a social issue, but I mean, you probably agree with her on free trade.
Oh, I'm a free trader. Oh, I will trade freedom all day. I will free trade freedom, whatever it is. I will do it because it's good. I don't care. You know what I do for a living, Jason? I'm a gold dealer. Okay, I sell gold and I sell silver. That's what I do. I have a very successful brokerage little business here. It's been quite well.
What do you want, a pawn shop?
I don't like that word. Okay, I don't like the word pawn shop. I like the word gold dealer. That's what I prefer, and that's what I am. We have a lot of gold. We have some beautiful gold right now. If you want to check it out.
No, you're not going to push your pawn shop here on my podcast. What you're going to talk about is why you think it. You know what? I'm angry. Ooh, I'm angry. Pounding the desk like Alex Jones angry. I'm angry because you went after Hillary Clinton. Now, look, I don't think there's any secrets around here. I'm no Hillary Clinton fan. Not this guy. No, sir. And I certainly didn't. I don't like anything. She maybe had some good policies in the 90s, and there's some things about her that made some sense, and I agree with her on some things. And I think she's a powerful woman, and I find that attractive. And but that's beside the point. You're right. I mean, Hillary Clinton, while she's not, I mean, she's more middle of the road. I mean, I think she has some really. I like Hillary Clinton's moxie. I like the way she looks in a pantsuit, and I'm just but I think you maybe, but I don't agree with her policy. Certainly, I'm not going to support her. I wouldn't vote for Hillary Clinton. I'm not going to vote. Not in the general. I don't hope she gets the nomination finally, and we have a woman president. I don't want. You, Jason Patriot, are wrong, and I think you going after Hillary Clinton was just disgusting.
Oh my God, you liberal piece of shit! You're in love with Hillary Clinton. You're a Hillary Clinton supporter.
You know what? You can laugh all you want. I'm not a supporter. I'm a fan. Maybe, I don't know, but not even a fan. Oh, she's bad. Down with the New World Order. But at the same time, it's when you find a strong woman, when you see a strong woman, you want to say to yourself, "Hey, that's a strong woman there. I like what she's about. It's nice to see."
Oh my God, are you attracted to Hillary Clinton physically?
That's a hard question to answer.
Oh, it is not. Oh, it isn't. It's really quite easy to answer. I am not attracted to Hillary Clinton. Are you attracted to Hillary Clinton?
I don't know that you know what? You can't help in this world sometimes who you love. And that.
You sad fucking piece of shit.
Okay, you know what? You made your point. You know what, Jason Patriot? I think we're done with this interview. I don't really want to ask you about why you bash Hillary Clinton. I just say that maybe we should care a little bit more about our country. Maybe Hillary Clinton could, help us get us out of some of the trouble. So, Jason Patriot, thank you for coming on. You're not going to be back on. Hillary 2016 is not. I don't have that bumper sticker on my car, so don't even. We'll be right back.
You wanna know why? Because I'm dead messengers buried in their Melvin shirts, awoken as reanimated mummies from the sepulchre, anonymous and secular in ribbons and exposed brain. Roll with grown men who still use code names, fold crawl space on the SS coattails. Mike chase 6 legs through his oatmeal. Oh dear, no pet seat his own homework. Pet crews cobble step shoes out of phone bugs homes. Sick to the fishbone comb. My yellow brick stick ain't tiptoe prone. It's a misthrown sticky bomb slipping off the fingers wrong. Any blips you're witnessing are living in the signal loss. Blip blip dag, these ghosts need a doctor. Shelter, clean Dunlops on a walker. She sells seashells, he draws revenge plots on a chalkboard. Watch what you walk toward. Zip 3 dot that. Rock shock to a kill screen time lapse. Watch at a blitzkrieg climax. String clean hijack. Bring me my axe.
What are you doing up there?
Stealing. I'm a weekend burglar.
I'm on my lunch break. You want to help me kill half an hour?
No.
I'm laying in a cut, Overstuffed from a bad meal, staring at the sun on my back like a fat seal, debating with myself about whether or not rap's real, cause broke motherfuckers are the only ones that have skill. Everybody got intentions that they can't reveal. Major label acts gotta act like they don't have deals. Claiming grassroots, I'm like, hell no. Your buzz is as organic as Monsanto. I'm going at your beanstalk, axe in hand, over a beat by Ace Rock, that's my man. People sleeping still believing that we haven't expanded, but it's just a small part of the master plan, bitch. Printnificent, shining to your skin shape, right into the pin ache, reclining by a big lake. I'm only winning cause I went in and didn't wait, chilling at the crib by the time you get your shit straight.
Live free, not that. Rock shock to a kill screen, silence. Watch at a blitzkrieg climax, spring clean hijack, bring me my axe.
You suppose robots would enjoy listening to music? You figure that if robots are electronic creations, they enjoy listening to electronic music. You think you could create a scientific symphony? Would not only send our metal friends, but would also be fascinating the human ears. You already have, and it's on the other side of the record. I can't wait to hear it.
MIDI with a drum change cue. Cherries in the mirror of his Mustang too. Took his thing from the south to the Rockland Hooters. Bought her wings and around, then he chopped and screwed her. Cops at the Getty, so he thumbed his nose up. Pedal to the metal, leave him dumped in donuts. Stuck on somewhat from the age to Keeler when he drove into the back of an 18-wheeler. Basically, your camp is cardboard. The Jets uses ramps to advance their sharks or mark for mash out. My cordial stingers address you crossly, Corporal Klinger. Attention, all freaks with newer footing. My radio is not played by Cuba Gooding. Now who's assuming that the man's a black boy? Cause he keep his fam happy with lots of bok choy.
Live free, not that. Rock shock to a kill screen, silence. Watch at a blitzkrieg climax, spring clean hijack, bring me my axe.
All right, folks, welcome back to the program. Today, this is the Roggasch Podcast, number 3. I'm very proud of this one so far. We've got a great guest on next. This guy is, you know what, I wanted to have him on for a super, super long time. I've known him for a while. We've had our interactions. It's some of it's good, some of it's bad. Okay, look, folks, I'm going to level with you. He's an alien. He is an alien who lives in the ether. He's a trans-dimensional entity. He is what I would consider to be the real deal. I've seen him. Well, he's told me a lot of stories and stuff. You've seen him on Jay Widener. You've heard him talk to Jay Widener. You've heard him talk to Jeff Rentz. You've heard him talk to John Lash. You've heard him talk to some of the really solid investigative researchers on YouTube, like Jeff Rentz. And I've played him on my channel. And if you're interested, there's Jeff Rentz and him on there. Of course, his name is Archon Pete. He is, like I said, he and I have had some issues though. And I'm going to be honest with you. This is not going to be one of those interviews where either one of us are going to enjoy it, because I got to take him to task on some stuff. I've got to bring him downtown to Frown Town. Wait, I got to bring him down to Pound Town. I don't, that's a sexual reference, and I didn't mean that. I'm not going to try to have sex with Archon Pete. I just mean that I have to talk to him about, he borrowed some stuff of mine and I need to get it back. So I want to have him on finally. He won't answer any of my texts, and the only way I could get to confront him is if I had him on my podcast, because he's a media whore and he'll do anything for attention. So, Archon Pete, welcome to the show, buddy.
Jason Roggasch, the Roggasch Podcast, it's here. That could be a new theme song, bro. How's it going, my man?
I've been better, Archon Pete. I've been a lot better. What's up, brother? Well, I'll tell you what's up, brother. Where is my lawnmower, Pete?
What?
Where is my lawnmower? The lawnmower that I lent you.
Lawnmower, bro? I don't remember a lawnmower.
2 months ago, I lent you a lawnmower. My lawnmower. Jason Roggasch's lawnmower. That's what it said on the side of my lawnmower. Jason Roggasch's lawnmower. It's a red lawnmower. I lent it to you. I want it back, Pete.
Oh, your lawnmower! Oh, dude, I know what happened to that, bro. It's a hilarious story, bro. So So me and my boy Archon Steve, right? We're doing Quaaludes. And he looks over to me on the couch and he's like, dude, do you think that you could lawn mow underneath, like, the water in a lake, like that green moss stuff on the rocks? Could you actually mow that with a lawnmower?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't know, bro, but I know I have a lawnmower that I borrowed from a friend of mine.
That would be me, my lawn, Jason Roggasch's lawnmower.
Right, yeah, now that, yep, it was probably yours.
And no, it was definitely mine. And, go on.
So, so we're like, yeah, so we like, we take some mushrooms and we go down to the lake, the Archon Lake, and, we get the lawnmower there, and, we put it in the water, and we won't do anything. Like, we can't get it started, so we get some gas, and, we can't find where to put it in.
Oh, Jesus, no.
Yeah, I'm like, we're like totally bummed, and so like, I take the gas can, I just like dump gas on top of it, because I figured, it might run in or somewhere, get in the engine there somehow.
Yeah, it's an electric lawnmower, Pete.
What? No shit, that totally makes sense, bro. Oh man, that's what that plug was. Okay, that makes total sense, bro.
Oh, Pete. Yeah.
So anyway, we're like, let's just try to get it in the water, and we put it in the water all the way, and it wouldn't start, and we couldn't get it going, so we just left it.
You left it in the water? You left it in the lake, Pete?
No, it's on the bank of the lake, because we couldn't even get it very far into the lake. We only got it we only got to the engine.
Okay, Pete. Jesus fucking Christ, I hate you guys. God, I hate Archon aliens. This is, you know what? Okay, Pete. Here's the deal. You owe me $285.
$285? Dude, for what?
For my lawnmower, you piece of shit. You broke my lawnmower, $285.
I didn't break your lawnmower, bro. Your lawnmower is probably on the bank of the river just fine. On the lake. It's probably just fine. It's probably not even hurt.
It's an electric lawnmower that has been submerged in water, Pete. It's not fine. And had gas dumped on it. I think it's probably broken. And if it's still there after 2 months, I'd be really surprised. And $285 is what you owe me.
Dude, $285, that seems like a lot. You got ripped off for that. That seems like a lot for a lawnmower.
It's not a lot for that lawnmower. In fact, it was marked down. That's like a high-end electrical lawnmower, and I got it marked down because it was the end of the season. You owe me $285, Pete. I want my money.
Dude, calm down. Dude, you want to do a trade?
What? No, I don't want to do a trade. I want $285.
I've got a barbecuer right now.
Pete, I don't need a barbecuer. Pete, I've got a barbecuer. Pete, did you take my barbecuer? Motherfucker.
This is your barbecue? Jason Roggasch's barbecue. It's on the side here. That is a coincidence.
No, Pete, it's not a coincidence. It's theft. You stole my barbecuer.
Really? Because I don't remember it that way. Because I don't think we did steal it.
Yeah, I think you did. And now you owe me a barbecuer and a lawnmower.
Dude, wait, no. I got the barbecue right here. What lawnmower?
Oh my God, Pete, the lawnmower that you bought. You know what? This interview's over. I'm done. Thank you for joining me today, Pete. Folks, we'll be right back.